We are live on Full Trainer Access. Advice for beginners. We're going to go through some of the questions that I brought up. These are specific questions I asked ChatGPT actually, and it came back with ones I've got today. But question number one is set a specific goal. Having a clear goal in mind, whether it's losing weight, gaining muscle, or improving your overall fitness, can help you stay focused and stay motivated. And that's super important. As a personal trainer, I would 100% agree that staying motivated and having specific goals is extremely crucial to somebody's success rate in the gym and getting started. Okay, the second question or piece of advice for a beginner would be get a gym membership. Choose a gym that is convenient and fits your budget. All right, so that one kind of makes sense, right? If you're not at a gym that's affordable enough for you, you're probably going to be focusing on the financial part of it rather than what you're getting out of it physically. And we definitely don't want finances to get in the way of your health and your fitness. And the biggest part about that is just sign up. Sometimes you actually need to invest a little bit in your health and fitness, and that financial stress actually could potentially be something that motivates you to come into the gym. If the gym was so cheap, you wouldn't feel so bad not going, but enough of a cost that you feel obligated to go to the gym every week or every couple days a week is enough of a push. Definitely nothing too expensive that is out of your price range, and then you're going to quit after a month because it just broke the bank. Don't want to be financially unwise in those decisions. The third question or piece of advice for a beginner is hire a personal trainer. A personal trainer can create a customized workout plan for you, as well as make sure that you have a goal set. That's kind of going back to that first question that we had, as well as watching your form and technique. Lifting safely is extremely important when wanting to stay on your fitness goals. If you're not lifting safely, you could easily increase the chance of getting injured, and that could end your fitness journey for a short time or for a long period of time, depending on how severe that injury is. So, lifting with form, good technique, using the advice and counsel of a personal trainer is going to be super important for that as well. All right, the fourth piece of advice is going to be starting with a warm up. This is going back to the injury piece. One piece about not getting injured is getting warmed up properly before you exercise. So, no matter what exercise you're doing, make sure you're getting your joints, your muscles, your tendons, ligaments, everything about your body should be warmed up beforehand. I usually recommend 5 to 15 minutes, somewhere in that range of moderate or low intensity cardio. That cardiovascular training can actually just warm up the body, cause a lot of blood flow, and heat up the body and muscles, causing much less chance of getting injured. Along with the warm up, you can do specific dynamic stretches and movements, and especially lightweight movements, to get the joints and the movement patterns correct. We call that priming sometimes. Instead of doing a bench press and starting with heavy weights, you actually start with a couple lightweight sets, and that primes up the movement pattern of that bench press and prevents the chance of getting injured by a lot. All right, number five, use proper form. Correct form is crucial for preventing injuries. We kind of already went over this, but getting the most out of your workout is gonna you're gonna get the most out of your workout by using proper form and technique. If you are using improper form, you might not get injured, right? Some of us get lucky and we're using improper form and we don't get injured, but we might be working the wrong muscle group if we're doing it with improper technique or form. So using a trainer to again help you with the form is going to be critical, but using proper form and technique not only to prevent injury but also to make sure we're activating and working the correct muscle group that we're trying to target. Number six, start slowly. It's important to start with a moderate level of intensity, and gradually work yourself up to heavier and heavier weights and shorter rest times, stuff like that. The intensity can work up later on, but start easy, use proper form. But yeah, start slowly would be number six. All right, especially as a beginner. Think about that. Number seven, focus on compound exercises. This is just going to make sure that you maximize your time in the gym effectively and you're not wasting your time. So, focusing on compound exercises like squats, deadlifts, bench press, um, rows, pull ups, all that stuff, they work multiple muscle groups and they actually work across multiple joints as well. So, they're not going to be focusing on just a isolated joint. A bicep curl is a great exercise for the bicep, but it only works one muscle group and it only works across one joint. It's one lever action. So using compound movements is great advice for beginners because you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck, lots of muscles engagement there. So that's number 7. Number 8 is incorporate cardiovascular training. This is for the heart. Obviously, we're trying to live on this earth for as long as we can, and have great heart health while we're here. Avoiding the risk of cardiovascular disease can be diminished by even just 150 minutes of cardio a week. So definitely recommend 20 minutes every single day of the week, or 30 minutes 5 days a week. Get your 150 minutes of cardiovascular training to keep that heart healthy and strong. That'll also help you with the weightlifting. Of course, you'll have more endurance when you're doing a long weightlifting session. So get your cardio in. Number 9 is, this is for after the workout. Make sure you're doing some sort of cool down stretch to actually help with the recovery post workout. So things like static stretching, which is where you hold a stretch in a long position for multiple seconds at a time. Up to 6 to 10 seconds is the minimum, and then all the way up to 30 seconds, 60-second stretches. Try not to go beyond that, especially as a beginner. It's going to take a lot of time up, and you could potentially not injure yourself, but definitely cause an overstretch, and we don't need to do that. So anywhere between 6 and 30 seconds is great for a beginner for static stretching. There's also some things that stretching improves, like flexibility. And if you're active in the stretch, you can improve your mobility as well. Number 10 is stay consistent. Consistency is key when it comes to a beginner training in the gym. Make a plan to go to the gym regularly and stick to it. Remember that progress takes time, so be patient and stay to it. So again, if we go through the top 10 tips for the beginners at the gym, we're going to say number 1 is set goals. Number 2, consult a trainer. Number 3, warm up properly. Number 4, start slow. We don't want to get hurt. Number 5 is focus on form. 6, mix up your workouts. 7, stay hydrated. 8, take rest days. 9, monitor your progress. And 10, enjoy the process. You got to always enjoy the process. This helps reduce the chance of you burning out, and working out can be challenging. It also can give you the opportunity to improve your health and well-being. Find workouts that you enjoy. If you enjoy basketball, do basketball. If you enjoy football, you can do football, but obviously find the cardio training that you enjoy, and you'll be able to stick to it for the long run. All right. I'm looking in the chat. If we see any questions for the Q&A, the live Q&A, we would definitely get into that. I got through all 10 questions relatively quickly there. So we're going to move to the chat, answer any Q&A questions. Absolutely 0 questions in the chat today. So I'm just excited to get these live streams every Saturday at 2 p.m. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys. Have a happy and amazing day. We'll see you next time.